satisfied with just locking in the playoffs. They want to go for first or second seed. They want that extra life. They want that play-ins bye going into the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of Dawn. It's match point for the Northern Lights. Team Liquid Philippines are defending
Welcome
champions.
to Mobile Legends.
Find any solid footing against the league #1, and they're holding on at match point.
This is going to be an interesting one to see how it starts out again. But yeah, that's my main concern, that you're just going to be fighting into that death box of AURORA. That's exactly what they want to set up around objectives. If they don't go for takeoffs or anything like that, they don't really need to. They can fight around objectives.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here for TLPH. Their win in the first turtle is an absolute must. By the way, Light is just...
He's just there.
Yeah.
He's still there.
He's messing up with the guy that gotcha. He knows he wins that trade.
He's trying to get the Revitalize out or something maybe, but ultimately they're fine. Yeah, so this is the team guy's first time. This season anyway.
TLPH have to do a lot with Phobius and Zushin, honestly, for their side. Have to make the first turtle work in their favor. Problem is, how do you do that against Akai? Like, he's one of the most reliable turtle takers in the game.
Oh, wait. They did it. AURORA did it.
What they do?
This is Lancelot at home. Akai plus Arlon.
Yep.
That's only dash. Well, up to a certain point, but you know.
Yeah, imagine pinning both the Phobius and Fredrin to a wall.
Dash, dash, dash.
At Edward's gonna happen for you.
Only vengeance.
Especially dangerous grass, by the way. So the objectives get even more deadly.
That's right.
Or dangerous, if you will, around this composition that AURORA has.
I believe the term is dangerouser.
Yes, it's very dangerous.
Nah, I consider deadly.
Deadly. Deadly grass, dangerous grass.
Yeah. DD grass.
Major presence from both sides here, down bottom. 3 apiece, with the mid lane still looking to clear faster so they can rotate towards the turtle.
No, the mid lane, bro.
Oh, wait, what is he going to do here? I don't think they can do anything yet. Even Edward has a Final Slash. He's not going to use it here as that turtle's up. They're already setting it up, though. AURORA's in position at TLPH. Round the corner, Carl Teasy will jump in. There's the RWM.
No.
He's going to get the heavy spin out. Carl Teasy will actually get the turtle, but they might lose some bodies here. A Spear Destruction is going to come through. JP and Carl fall down. 2 kills for AURORA, possibly looking for another, and it's a double for UA. So you might have gotten the objective, but you lose 3 to AURORA.
As impressive as that is, that's not the first time we've seen a Fredrin under a heavy spin get the retribution. There are windows within that mini stun.
Yeah.
But again, it's still impressive and oppressive what AURORA is doing in a liquid.
And that's usually the response against the Akai. But again, this does put a big problem for TLPH because you lose early game, mid game once again becomes the
Light. He's not getting away. It's a good pickup though for TLPH. At least to get something in their hands over here, because again, it was looking like you give AURORA too many of that, they're going to go ahead and just snowball again, just like they did in game 1.
That is again the Northern Lights MO. Flawless early game that leads to an inevitable mid-game finish.
Yep. And now their next agenda for AURORA is make sure that Domikite gets the double lane. Every lane right now is guaranteed protection from AURORA. You see the rotations coming out from Light. He's just serving to protect the river for Domikite to cross.
That's so finesse though, when you get to see Arlot played. And with this, I think Oheb might have to count on some of his help. The Unbreakable, it's going to be charged up. A spear into the wall too, but a flicker from Domikite, and he's still alive. Domikite survives what he should have died, or he should have died, and even Light comes up a little bit just to hold the lane.
Cold-blooded escape. Domikite knew that he was not gonna die. He had the moves.
Those are the moves and grooves, man, right there.
I don't know. Honestly, that's a little too conservative for Oheb. He could have committed for the flicker, got the trade, but they're going to be happy with the forced flicker from Domikite. But again, question is, can you actually stop them from taking the second turtle? Because if they still take this for AURORA, it might just be the death ball once again.
Okay. Whoa! A flicker in with Final Slash again under the turtle.
What?
Carl Teasy will get it. A Spear Destruction comes through. Carl Teasy, Appraiser's Wrath. They're going to fight it out anyway. Domikite already getting skill. They're so low. Sanford's in trouble now too. JP jumps on forward, but he takes a shot as it's a double for Domikite. again the space, and it was only Light that goes down.
Yeah, Yue with the position. He turned to the right side. He wasn't in the radar of TLPH, and he was able to slow down the other members of TLPH. They couldn't chase for more, and it allowed Dominkai to actually just free hit from the front lines.
And that's deja vu again, right? Favorable trade for Aurora for the turtle. I wonder how long this can go for Liquid, because if you told me that this would happen one more time for the final turtle and maybe again in the Lord, I'd say that's diminishing returns for the Cavalry.
Yeah, I don't agree with this kind of decision making from TLPH, because you're losing the economy battle against Aurora, and you still have to worry about the mid-game power spike of Dominkai. Now he does have the Sky Piercer, I believe.
Yep.
There you go.
That's permanent damage. Again, turrets don't respawn.
Actually, he finished the Sky Piercer first before the Hunter Strike. He knows how important the item is. He had the Sky Piercer even before the Hunter Strike.
I need my stacks now.
So does he got, oh, hold on. There's a jump from JP. They're going to go for Edward. Edward trying to get away. RWM drops. The final slash going to be used too. They'll fight under the turret anyway. They lock down JP with the heavy spin. Sanford's going to be next. They go in and get another kill. Looking for more. Turret is for the taking here in the mid lane. Aurora again with 2 kills.
Bro, they is too clean.
Yeah. Final slash from Edward and 2 Demon Kites open arms.
Look at that. Look at that standoff right there, man.
And now look at the problem. They have a Moskov. They can't fight. But the thing is, they can't even split push, because even if they do, Rora's just gonna brute force through these towers. Carl, what?
It's a flicker. There's the SOD. I don't think you're going to want to follow up into 3. Light could be a trouble. It could be a sacrifice here, but he drops the glorious pathway. They'll go and focus on JP. JP's gone, and they're going to fight it in the mid lane again. They're still going to push it in even under the turret. Infernal pursuit from Sanford. We'll go ahead and keep him at bay. Again, it's a trade for a trade. Final slash from Edward. He's going to get Dark Wave, but Sanford has to flicker, but Carl's going to be next. As Dominkai picks up another kill, he's going to go for Sanji as well. He wants another stack. Got close, but it'll be Edward that takes out Sanji.
They forced a trade here for TLPH. They thought they could fight Aurora. Give space for OHIP to farm. Little do they know, Aurora actually is willing to fight. They're willing to get these stacks. They don't care if you're buying time, because they're getting the numbers onto Dominkai. Edward with this Arlet is just so aggressive, serving up kills for Aurora.
And now the monkey paw curls. Finally, Aurora are able to punish Liquid for the prior unfavorable trades. The final turtle goes to the Northern Lights, up by 5,000 gold. You'll see that the early Sky Piercer is paying off. Dominkai got at least 3 stacks from that prior, so he is playing with fire right now. Malefic roar on this Granger.
756. That's how fast the Malefic roar came for Dominkai. Look at that damage from this Granger. How do you stop this if you're Liquid?
Man, I don't know. It's one of those situations, again, where even your tankier dudes are feeling the power, the threat of the Death Sonatas. Even the Rhapsodies are hurting them, man.
Yeah, 2k gold advantage for Dominkai. This is, again, the mid-game momentum that we were talking about during the draft. TLPH, they got greedy with this Moskov pickup. They thought if they are able to halt Aurora's early game, they could find the farm. But every single time, Aurora just chooses to fight because they're a lot stronger, and they're winning these fights because of these final slashes from Edward into the RWM of Yue.
The complete other half of the arena is quiet. The Cavalry knows it's dire straits for their team. Liquid is in a better state now than in game 1, but that is an understatement to what Aurora has done. They're up 6k, 9 minutes in. I don't think Liquid can even look at this Lord spawning in the lower corner. Edward is chasing down OHEB. This tale of former teammates just keep on adding chapters.
Yeah, he knows how much of a lead he has too. He's like, I'll hunt you down if I have to.
Yeah, you don't have the damage, sir.
He's not in any shape to fight Edward either.
Yeah, he's not.
They gotta wait for 2 Lords, honestly, for TLPH, but Aurora, they have all the time in the world. Lord's gonna be spawning in 5 seconds. They probably wouldn't care if TLPH contests, because honestly, they could just fight again. They have the final slash, they have the flickers, they all have the skills and spells to fight into TLPH. This SOD threat is non-existent at the moment.
There
you go. He jumped in. Carl went in just to grab RWM, and he falls right before this Lord.
It wasn't worth it. They were already going to get away with highway robbery. The orange falls, and now the Lord as well. The push up top. AURORA's taking everything.
Yeah, we were just mentioning it, man. Like, again, the block as well from UA. Look at that positioning. He saw the spear. He saw the spear game from the top side. And just the mindset of AURORA, it feels like they see everything.
Sanford and OHEB waiting patiently here, but they're not going to fall for it. They know that that's a dangerous bush right there. Light will go ahead and check it out. They want to get this last shield down if they can, but they maintain it. But they're going to have a whole lot to deal with once that Lord gets ready.
Dude, that turn onto Carl TZ, even committing the RWM, they know the assignments.
Yeah.
AURORA applying pressure, really looking to pop this Holy Shield down bottom. Liquid making a last about a minute longer. Again, that is the threshold of the Holy Shield, 12 minutes. Lord marching in mid. This is a slow but inevitable end that AURORA are looking at. They're up 9,000. This is a totally different state of firepower that compared to what Liquid can bring.
Yeah, 3 waves too, coming up from AURORA. Mind you, there's flickers on all heroes on the side of AURORA.
An immaculate sink from the Northern Lights top lane, applying pressure. Mid has already fallen. Liquid is feeling the heat. Even in their own base, they're not safe. Oh no!
Oh no, final slash going to be used to take out Sanford. Was trying to just go ahead and keep that turret up. They bought time for the Lord to be cleared, but RWM dropped down, forcing JP back. They might just lock onto the base here. They go in with a stun. They force out the beacon from Sanji. There's a jump from JP. They're trying to maintain these waves, but it's way too much firepower coming out from AURORA, and they'll do it again in under 12 minutes. They pick up another kill, and they'll sweep TLPH.
The epic rivalry comes to a conclusion. For the second time in Season 16, they meet, and AURORA